Now, you said there are some diseases that shouldn't really even happen. Could you give us
Right.
like a list of two or three of those diseases that really shouldn't even exist, that can easily be prevented or even, managed by lifestyle changes?
Of course. Simple things. Let's talk about hypertension, for example.
Okay.
Hypertension, heart disease. This disease that it shouldn't happen to start with, and if it
Wow.
happens, shouldn't kill anyone today.
Okay.
I mean, so especially I'm passionate about Africa. There is time in Africa where they couldn't find anyone who's hypertensive who have a heart disease. They couldn't, and
Wow.
the reason how did they come up with this? Of course, back in those days, in the 50s, even prior to that, they used to have this missionary people. I mean, especially Western world coming Africa,
Yeah.
having some mission centers. Then they could find these Western people coming from Europe and America. They come, they are obese, they are diseased. But when studying and looking up some study, for example, that I've done in Uganda,
Hmm.
they're trying to go in the whole Uganda hospital to find people who might be hypertensive. You couldn't find anyone who's hypertensive. You couldn't
Wow.
find anyone who has a coronary artery disease. And then you realize, and you started studying, then you said, hey, when you see what the Western is eating, it's literally that
Mm.
is clogging the arteries, causing the blood pressure, causing atherosclerosis. Basically, the native way of eating in Africa, that's why people never have such a problem. So high blood pressure,
Mm.
heart disease, it's a disease, coronary artery disease to be specific. It is a disease that shouldn't happen. It is the disease that we do it all on our own. And this
Wow.
is not genetically inherited, like people like to say. Of course, some people say, no, my parents have heart disease, my family. Well, that may not necessarily be genetic or inherited. I mean, genetic, if anything, comes not more than 30% or so. The
Hmm.
reason why disease run in the family, it
Hmm.
is not because it's genetic. It is
Okay.
because the lifestyle run in the family. So you're eating
Wow.
like your parents ate. Your parents ate
Okay.
like your grandparents ate. So they continue harming your body. It's gonna continue through the generation, but it's not because that nucleus of your genome. It is because
Wow.
that it's not putting in stone that you're gonna have that heart diseases. We know how your environment, your lifestyle can change even our genome. Even if it was
Wow.
a gene, there's something we can do actually to better our gene to the gene expression to be totally different. So hypertension, heart disease, coronary disease shouldn't really happen. Things
Hmm.
like lung cancer, lung disease from smoking.
Mm. Mm.
Really, I mean,
Mm.
we know better that the more you smoke, the more they should increase the chances of having lung cancer.
Hmm.
Those things really shouldn't necessarily shouldn't happen. The obesity epidemic or pandemic or epidemic that we have today, it is not because you're not genetically having to be obese. It's just we are into this environment where um we burdening our body with too much caloric energy that will become that way. These diseases shouldn't happen. The list goes on and on. I mean, it's there are diseases definitely. Oh, talking about diabetes, for example, type 2 diabetes to be specific,
Yeah.
especially in this country in South Africa. It's one of the first leading cause of death in the women in South Africa.
Wow.
It is the second leading cause of death in the country. The first one, of course, men and women. The first one, of course, is still being the tuberculosis. But
Mm.
there is much that can actually be done. It is not suddenly that the people now become genetically they all change. No, no, no. It's environment. They change their lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're eating more and more of the things that are not favorable to their bodies. And the body doesn't know anyhow to react to that. The body really suffer along. You know, the Bible talks about how the God suffer along
Yeah.
with us, but the way that He created us, our body suffer along. Literally, the body.
Mm.
When you see how the body is resilient, it's amazing. But it comes to the point where the body cannot handle this anymore. But the good news is
Hmm.
when you stop injuring the body, literally, in Him we walk into a being. I mean, there is God created us. God is wanting to keep hitting us, but we continue getting against Him. If we can literally stop harming our body,
Hmm.
the body actually started getting better. But that's one of the secrets in medicine. We don't cure anybody in medicine. If
Really?
any doctor says that they cure anyone, that's not necessarily true. No, we don't.
Okay.
The secret in medicine is the body heals itself. We just
Wow.
provide that favorable environment for the body to heal. Think of the surgeon, for example. It's not that surgeon that sutured you that healed you. No, there's no surgeon that healed the wound.
Wow.
It is in health. It's the body that you put our body in a favorable position to heal, and it is gonna heal. That's it.
Hmm.
So that's yeah,
So the body can heal itself,
it does.
given.
If we put in that favorable environment to heal.
Okay. Now,
It's a simple thing. Let's say you keep rubbing your shin against the wall. You continue to go doing that.
yeah.
I mean, if you continue doing, eventually your skin trying to repair the body's ability to repair the wound, they're gonna fail until you even develop cancer. But when you stop, what happens is the body of course in all the necessary elements to start clotting, stop bleeding, and then the body sends some immune system to start repairing the skin and stuff. All the things we don't do. We
Wow.
only can provide the optimal environment for the body to heal. And that's why if you know how your body works, that's it. And that's why I'm so passionate about this, that
Mhm.
people can understand how their body works. And if you know how your body works and how you can actually put your body in a favorable environment, favorable optimal conditions for the body to thrive,
Mm.
that's what the body needs. That's what the body needs. So I don't know if I actually
You
asked the
did.
question.
You did
I'm so
answer.
passionate. I just went too far. Yeah,
You
yeah,
did answer my question. So you are,
right.
if I'm not mistaken, you are the first lifestyle medicine, how do you call it? Lifestyle medicine practitioner who was certified by the American College of Lifestyle Medicine in South Africa.
Oh yeah. So after when passionate about this, yeah, I'm actually the first one who in South Africa who certified as a lifestyle medicine physician. That is of course done by American College of Lifestyle Medicine with the International Board of Lifestyle Medicine. Yes, yes.
Okay.